Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and last week I had a chance to go to the Empowered training in Anaheim. And after that training, they gave me this little booster starter kit, which I hadn't opened yet, but I'm going to go ahead and have a unboxing today. And then in the mail, I received the second box as well, and I'm going to be opening both today. This will be my first unboxing on the Ed Family YouTube channel. Now, first of all, the Empowered organization really supports educators and the work of their work in supporting students develop entrepreneurial skills, market skills that allow them to really go into the world with the kinds of skills that would allow them to be successful. I would have to say Empowered has one of the most simplest process for grant writing. There was a little bit of training that they provided, and then afterwards, I could just submit a short description of what it is that I'm interested in doing, and they would help to fund that. So today I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and reveal what it is that was given. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and share with you some of the things that came from Empower. All right. Okay, so I got some little packaging material. Oh, wow. A little gift card here. Visa gift card. Wow. Okay. Some what's in this starter kit, a little description here. Some lesson plan activity materials. The principal's market field guide. Let's see, I think this is actually a blow-up ball that you could use in class. And then actually a lot of these empowered dollars, like you can see here that this is like $20, 20 empowered dollars, 10 empowered, like blocks. Here's $1 empowered bills, blocks and blocks of this, right? All right. And then here's $5. And so basically these empowered dollars are given out when students are contributing in class and adding value to the class, adding value to the learning environment. And so actually I think here are some bookmarks that talk about the principles as well, a class set of bookmarks. Let me go ahead and open these bookmarks because I think on there it actually talks a little bit about the principles so that students can refer to them. Let me go ahead and open this up. Let's give you an example of one of these. Here we go. So they actually, each one has like the descriptions of each of the principles with a short description below. And then this first one has a little bit of information on what the principles are. Let me go ahead and read them for you. It says responsibility, integrity, knowledge, freedom, passion, opportunity, sound judgment, win-win focus. What do you guys think? Do you think this is something that students should be leaving schools with? Do you think this is something that students need to learn later, like once they finish college? Or do you think at a very young age, they need to be thinking about these kinds of things, these kinds of values? Well, anyways, as you see students using these kinds of values in class, that's where these empowered dollars come in. And then they have like this really cool auction where students can use their empowered dollars to then auction for items that they care about, that they're interested in. So it's really cool to have like the starter kit, these resources to be able to support students with, because sometimes in the classroom, oftentimes teachers actually buy a lot of the supplies. Teachers buy a lot of the incentives. Teachers buy a lot of their own materials. Now there are a lot of things provided, but a lot of teachers put in their own money to do this. Or we write grants, but then this is another space where a lot of these materials are provided. So I definitely intend to pass these bookmarks out to the students, and I have these empowered dollars to use in class to really support and encourage students when I see the values, and then holding that auction afterwards as well. And then of course they have some activities and other ideas to try out. And so then now there's a second box that I also received from Empowered, the mail. I have no idea what's in here, but I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So I'm breaking the seal. Oh, what is this? Okay, it looks like there's this bag, an empowered bag where I could put in these supplies, which is great. Okay. So I'm going to be putting all those oh, wow. This is a very nice flask, as you can see here. Very nice flask, empowered flask, water bottle flask. I don't know, maybe I'll use this for myself, or maybe this will be one of the auction items I'll have in my own class that I give out to students. And that's what's in here. So thank you so much, Empowered, for these wonderful resources to use in my class. So the reason why I'm sharing this unboxing with you all is because maybe there's some of you who are like, I'd be interested in learning more about the Empowered program as well. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description for the organization. But I'll just tell you firsthand, having had the chance to work with Empowered in the past, the process of writing a grant or writing a request to get funding to support my students has been a relatively easy process. And then, it's just nice to have that. Another place where I could ask for resources to support the kind of work that my students are working on. And then, of course, linking it to these values, which I think everyone can agree with. Once again, I'm just going to go ahead and read it one last time. Responsibility, integrity, knowledge, freedom, passion, opportunity, sound judgment, and win-win focus. And actually, in my last YouTube video, I talked about making that team poster, right? So actually at the Empowered Training workshop that we went to, we actually had a chance to look a little bit more closely at these principles and create posters around these values. So imagine you did something like that in your class as well, where students had a chance to learn these values. And then another teacher, Raquel, who was one of the trainers, she also gave a really insightful idea, which was, it might even be helpful to do this before you do your social contract in your class, because it can create that language and words to kind of create that, once again, that classroom that you want to have and that your students want to have and to learn in. I have a link to a video on creating a social contract in your class, and I'll put that video in the link as well. This is Dr. Jeff from Ed Family, signing out from my first YouTube unboxing. Thank you very much, Empowered.